Yo, what is up, everyone? It's Dyson back at it again and shit. And today I wanted to say first and foremost, yo, if you guys have any questions at all, ask me and I will answer to the best of my ability. Answer honestly and truthfully, and I will most definitely answer factually if you're trying to seek knowledge. But anyway, yeah. So let's get into it. I was asked by someone whose name I won't put out there because I don't know if they want me to or not. But I was asked to answer a few questions. Let me do this. So today we're going to be talking about such topics as genetic mutation, genetic manipulation, the ancient astronaut theories, giant hominids, creatures related to hominids, reptoids, reptilians, dracos, etc. So let's get into it. What is this right here? That is an Anunnaki, apparently. And what is this? One of its creations. Here's an actual ancient picture, right? Not a hieroglyphic, but an ancient carving that depicts humans before the large Anunnaki. Now, the story actually goes according to the beliefs of ancient humans, which were actually alive around this time, that were actually there back then, unlike, the biblical writers that, a lot of them were writing about God and Jesus when they didn't even live at the same time as Jesus and never spoke to God. But anyway, that's beside the point. These people actually apparently had contact with the Anunnaki, so it's not some bullshit about, oh, this is my blind faith. No, this is like actual, history pretty much, right? So listen. Well, not like, I'm not telling you listen, but like, if you're interested, let me tell you something. The Anunnaki, they are basically beings that could be either considered EBEs, as in extraterrestrial biological entities, or angelic beings like celestial beings, angels. And whether they're part of the divine order or the fallen order is yet to be seen. Well, not well, yeah, I guess we will eventually know, but it's basically up to your interpretation. All over the globe, there's evidence of ancient aliens or angels, gods, whatever you want to call these cosmic beings. There's evidence of these cosmic beings coming to Earth, helping humans in whatever way, giving them technology or helping them evolve, whatever. And apparently, as far as the Anunnaki go, the Anunnaki actually came to Earth. And one of the theories is they came here actually to mine for gold because gold powered their spacecrafts, and gold is kind of rare in the universe besides on Earth. So apparently they came here for that. I don't know if that's the exact reason, but I know, or at least I strongly believe they came here, for something along those lines. And humans at this point were basically great apes, right? We were our evolutionary ancestors. We were literally like apes. We were either like Homo habilis, Homo habilis, or like Homo erectus at that point. So yeah, using stone tools and stuff, but still not anatomically modern humans, still hairy or furry, small ape-like creatures. And Homo erectus was slightly larger, but he was still kind of furry and, more caveman than anatomically modern human. So apparently they saw this and they experimented on us for a reason that is not exactly known, but there's many theories about it, which I'll get to in a moment. But yeah, they experimented on us with their own DNA and God knows what else, and created the anatomically modern human, in their image, basically. And you can still believe in God with this theory if you do believe in God, but you don't have to if you don't. There obviously still can be a higher power and an omnipresence and, an omnipotence, omnipotence to the universe. Like there has to be some kind of energy being out there, right? That's what I believe, at least. But anyway, there is a divine order and a fallen order, and I don't know exactly where the Anunnaki fall. Alright, so what about reptilians, aka reptoids? So reptoids have also had a large impact on humanity. And let me tell you why. Reptoids are said to have even interbred with us, the way that our ancestors, the different species of ancient humans that mated with each other, well, apparently, like the Anunnaki, apparently mated with humans and created Nephilim-like beings. Well, the reptilians created hybrids as well, either technologically or through literal breeding, you know? And I have my own personal experiences with another type of EBE, which I can get to if you guys want me to. But yeah, as far as reptoids go, they're carnivores. They cannot survive without the flesh. You know, their organs will shut down, but that does not mean they're necessarily evil. You know, it doesn't, because humans are also basically carnivorous creatures, but we're omnivores. You know, omnivores that can eat multiple things. You know, plants and meat. You know, but they can't. And that doesn't necessarily mean, oh yeah, they just run around eating everything they see, babies and shit, you know? No, it just means that like humans, they probably eat meat, but you know, that doesn't necessarily mean all of them are like evil or anything, you know. You know, reptoids are said to either be the evolutionary counterpart of the Dracos, you know, a descendant of them, or they're the descendants of dinosaurs like the Troodon or Deinonychus or something like that, some kind of raptor or something, you know. And I use concept art images when speaking on them because it's disrespectful to use an actual image of one of them. But anyway, yeah, so let's move on. There are many types of extraterrestrials that a lot of you could not even wrap your head around. The Greys, aka Zeta Reticuli, well, the Greys are a fascinating bunch. I actually indeed felt a telepathic and spiritual connection with the female of a species that I believe was the Zeta Reticuli, you know? The only thing was, you know, yeah, I felt almost as if I was in love with her, you know, and she definitely wanted to mate with me or at least, you know, get my seed, my semen to create some kind of hybrid, something like that, you know? But there was a connection there. The only thing was there were beings like this, tall ass males or tall ass, you know, other gray alien beings, whatever, that seemed more hollow and almost emotionless, you know, and they don't breathe. They're like biomechanical, right? They don't need to breathe. But you know, like the male that I saw, you know, it was just like literally like tall as shit. Like it had to have been, I don't know, 13 feet or something, maybe 10 at the least, you know, something like that. But it had these hollow eyes, you know, black as the darkness, you know, black as space itself, the vacuum of it, you know, and they looked pretty much just like this actually. And I know you've seen creatures that represent this before because humanity has known about them for a long time, but it's been a lot of cover-ups and shit, you know, and they kind of put it right out there so if they ever do invade or something, we're not actually shocked because we've seen these images in movies and cartoons and shit before, you know. But it's no joke, you know, I've actually seen a being like this in a vision that was given to me as if it was given to me telepathically, you know, because ask anyone who's been abducted by a UFO or anything, you know, or you know who's been tormented or even just spoken to by extraterrestrials, you know, they will tell you themselves that a lot of these extraterrestrials actually do have telepathic abilities. So they can get in your head and show you what they want. They can get in your mind and show you what you want, you know, or what they want, I mean. They can show you whatever they want, you know, make you feel whatever they want. That may be one of the reasons I was actually feeling like I was falling in love with the female. You know, they could have literally just been using like pheromones or, you know, some kind of technology or some maybe even some kind of magic or something. Who fucking knows, you know? But I was definitely feeling like I really did want to go through with the mating process and stuff, you know, so whatever. Now, briefly, let's speak on beings like this. Beings you could consider to be hominids, right? Large, aggressive hominids. Do I personally believe that beings like Nephilim and ogres existed? Yes, I believe Nephilim existed. I don't know about ogres, but it's definitely possible, especially considering that they could literally just be a subspecies or relative to ogres, you know? Or that ogres could be a subspecies or relative to Nephilim, you know? Or vice versa, like I said, you know, so who knows? Throughout history, there have been all kinds of large hominids and, you know, humanoid creatures proven ones, actual creatures that existed. And there's even been smaller humanoid beings, even going back to Dryolopithecus. And then you've even got modern legends and whatnot that speak of beings like that still running around, lurking like in the Amazon and different places. So why couldn't there have been, something like an ogre or a Nephilim that existed long ago? And I believe the Nephilim did exist.